I was reading again the story of the prodigal son from Luke 15, and one of the verses that caught my eye was not many days later, the younger son gathered all he had and traveled to a distant country where he squandered his estate in foolish living. You know, it kind of reminds me of lost things and lost people. They don't always know that they're lost. Sheep don't always know that they're lost, but the shepherd does. A lost coin or lost money doesn't know it's lost, but its owner does. This prodigal son didn't think he was lost. He thought he was living it up and enjoying the adventure of a lifetime. But if you'd asked his father, he would have said, "My son is lost." Where was the father when the son was lost? Some would argue that he had never left home. He never went after his boy. But I believe that not a day went by that the father's heart and mind was not with that younger son. Day after day and hour after hour, that father suffered in anguish and emptiness of being separated from this younger boy. Can you relate to that pain, being physically separated from a loved one? Maybe a spouse or a loved one has been sent overseas. Maybe military families go through this a lot, and they don't think, not a day goes by that they don't think about their loved one. Maybe a parent of a sick child that's fighting a disease. Or I remember when my first wife was going through cancer, not a day didn't go by that I didn't think about that disease that the child went that my wife was going through, feeling every day that pain, even when we went through setbacks. The father's heart for his lost son is a picture of the supernatural love that God has for us. And here's what is amazing about our God: He sent His Son to rescue us, to pay the penalty for our sin on the cross, and restore us to a right relationship with the Father. Talk about an incredible and relentless love. Are you lost? Maybe you haven't realized it before, but God does. He's offering you His redemptive love and His reconciliation through life and death and resurrection of His only Son. Please don't let another day go by without embracing that love of God. Jesus came to save us from our own self destruction and lostness, being lost. Isn't it time you let God bring you home?